Hi, this is your instructor, Sherry McLean, and I wanted to walk you through some of the neat features that we have in Canvas that you'll want to use for getting around. At the very top of the Canvas page, once you log in, you will see some buttons and tabs that can be used anytime that you are in the class. These buttons up at the top correlate all of the information from any courses that you're using. Chances are, since this is kind of a pilot run of the class, Math 107 is the only class that you have. So when you look here in my courses, Math 107 is the only thing that is here. If you were taking other classes, assignments, grades, calendars, and libraries would all show up for all of your classes as you link in here. So you could just have a quick look at everything that's going on. Those are kind of some nice ways that you can get around. For example, if you click on the calendar button here, boom, here's January. Here's your first couple of assignments that are due. If you were taking other classes, you could see all of those assignments here as well. So this is a nice way to get around. If you ever kind of get lost and want to get back to home base, if you just go to courses and click on your Math 107 course, you'll get back to the main page. So it's an easy way to move around if you get lost. Up at the top of the page here are some really useful buttons. Over here where it says Test Student, you should see your name. If you click on here, this is where you can change your profile. This is where you can change your settings. For example, if you want to get a text message anytime that I grade your projects, you can change those settings and stuff in here. It's a really neat program with some cool features. Logging out, always a good idea if you're working especially at a public computer on campus or somewhere else. The help button is also going to be a really helpful one. If you click on the help button, the top question there is ask your instructor a question. That will send me a message in Canvas that I am happy to reply to at any point in time. If you're looking for something kind of more program related instead of class related, you can search the Canvas guides. This is essentially the user's manuals and help guides that you can use for the class. There's a video guide here, which I would recommend kind of going through and watching. It'll just give you some of these basic navigation tools and things that are helpful. So kind of some useful pieces of information there. You can report a problem and open up a help ticket with Canvas, and they can help you if you're having some issues with the program itself. If it's a Math 107 problem, of course, I'd be the person that you'd want to ask there. So the help button can be your friend by quite a bit, and this is all of these things up in this top dark blue area are available anytime that you're anywhere in Canvas. These buttons over here on the left are specific to our Math 107 class, and so if you had a different class, these buttons would be different. Home is obviously this starting page that'll show up every time. Announcements, syllabus, modules is where most of the classwork shows up, and then you can find specific information here like discussion boards, quizzes, and grades. If there's a new piece of information that you haven't seen before, you'll see some sort of like a cute blue circle. So for example, my test student just had an assignment that was graded. So if we click on the grades, you can come in here and say, ooh, neato, I can see now that the homework assignment that I had turned in now has a grade. I only got 1 point, and you can be like, why on earth did I only get 1 point? You can see your scoring details. And here I've made a couple of comments, and you can see those comments here as well. They didn't reply to someone else's post, and whatever their discussion board post was missing some information. So you can kind of come in through here, and you can see where exactly you missed the points in any given assignment. So it's kind of a real neat thing that you get. As you look over here on the right bar, what shows up on this right bar just changes depending on what you have highlighted. So for example, here on the home page, you can see some common pages, some things that have gotten changed, and this is specific things that have happened, and you can find pieces of information here as well. And those links change as you go through the different buttons. So just always glance over here if you're looking for options. When you look at discussion boards, sometimes you'll see things like this. This is just giving you a way to keep track at a quick glance how busy the boards have been. You can see here's a reply that no one's read on this discussion board. So all of these things give you some really neat options as you're working through the system. Keep in mind, it's a new system. Don't be shy. Try lots of stuff. And the more things that you do, the more comfortable you're going to get as you continue on through using the program. So ask questions, try things out. There's a lot of great options, and we'll see you on the